Welcome to TRS Clips, India's fastest learning portal. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell icon. Are you single right now? Are you dating someone?
No, I'm dating, right? I'm with someone right now. Yeah, I'm in a relationship.
Beautiful. Okay, speak to me about breakups, specifically the worst breakup you ever had and how it changed you. Mine happened a couple of years ago and it's drastically changed my whole life. You know what? I'm going to use this podcast selfishly to get some therapy from you. Like, I mean, we're not professionals here, but I'd love to get some advice.
That's the great beauty of being able to have these conversations, is that we get to ask the questions we want to ask. And also it's going to be, that's helpful to everybody else, because we're all the same. We all go through these things. If you're going through something, or if I'm going through something, then the audience is too. I had a tough breakup. I've had a couple of tough breakups in my life. But I have, a particular heartbreak that was very, very difficult. And, the thing about heartbreak is it feels like dying. It feels like there's a part of you that's dying. And in a way there is a part of you that's dying, but a bigger version comes back from the dead. And there are things we can do to heal better in a breakup, but there are certain things that we can't shortcut. The pain of it, the grieving that can happen, is something that, if we're truly heartbroken, there are some people who will say, I've been heartbroken, but from the way they talk about it, they haven't been like truly knocked on their ass heartbroken, where they can't function, like you're a zombie going through your day. And that's a particular kind of heartbreak that, when you're in it, it. Oh, this is it. This is the thing that people talk about when they talk about heartbreak. There's no mistaking it. And it's a process. There is no shortcut, in the sense that we have to go through that pain. But I do think that the meaning that we give to the breakup is extremely important, and can either prolong the pain way past its end date, or its what should be its end date, and can make it much more traumatic than it needs to be. Because heartbreak doesn't need to mean regret. Often when a heartbreak happens, and usually we're heartbroken because we didn't choose the end of the relationship. Although it's should also be said, there is a kind of heartbreak that comes even from ending a relationship that you don't want to be in anymore. You can still feel heartbreak, but it's a different kind. But when we go through heartbreak, if we say to ourselves, that was the person I was supposed to be with, and now it's over, they left me, that will create a kind of pain that you don't need to experience. Because my belief is that someone cannot be the person for you if they've decided not to be with you. By definition, they're not your person. It wasn't the relationship you were supposed to be in. It can't be. If it's the relationship you're supposed to be in, then that's the relationship that will continue. If it doesn't continue, that's not the relationship you were supposed to continue with. So once we understand that, we can feel incredible grieving and heartbreak, because the relationship is now over, but we don't have to grieve the loss of the love of our life, because they weren't the love of our life that we were supposed to be with for our life. What we then do is we put pain in its proper place. This hurts because it's over. It hurts because there is something that I'm going to miss, but I haven't lost something that was meant for me. I'm curious to hear about your situation, and what were some of the emotions that you felt, and what was the hardest part for you?
I think it's pretty much what you said. I felt like it was the person I was supposed to be with forever. Have you seen the movie Up?
Yes.
You know, it's the Pixar movie. She was that person for me, where I visualized an old age together. I visualized slow dancing as old people together. And then cheating happened and it hit me like a truck because I didn't see it coming at all. And I don't think she saw it coming either. It was kind of like we were going through a sort of rocky phase, which we had tackled previously. And then cheating happened very, very randomly. And I was at a very vulnerable stage in my career as well. So I really needed the support, but I got anti support almost. But it really kind of stripped me down to my most vulnerable self. And I've not been able to recover completely since then, also. It's been a while. It's been way longer than I thought I'd take to recover. There are phases where I blame myself for not recovering as fast as I should have recovered. I've made content about it. I've made videos about it. I've even taken a few therapy sessions.
Yeah.
But just honestly, nothing's helping. I don't know why. Like even now, very often if I'm sleeping at night, I will think of I'll play out the whole cheating scenario in my head. As guys, we tend to visualize our partners a lot because men are wired visually. So I tend to visualize all the stuff that'll end up hurting me, but I still consciously do it. I don't know why. And it's happening to the extent where I'm thinking of moving out of my current home just because it probably holds a lot of memories. So yeah, and I've never said all this on the internet. I don't mind saying it to you. I was probably waiting for my podcast with Matthew Hussey.